May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah. Please have a seat. So, Omkar, tell us about yourself.
Sir, I have done my graduation from in political science from Marathwada University, and also my post-graduation from South University, and I am preparing for UPSC since 4 years, and this is my second attempt at CAPF and first interview. So,
Okay. So, what is your natural choice? Obviously, civil service.
sir, I was preparing for 4 years, but I couldn't qualify the civil services like in 2 attempts. So during that preparation, I got to know the opportunities that CAPF provides. So that's why I have chosen these paths.
Okay. So, what are your preferences in case of CABF now?
So I have given CISF as my first preference, then SSB, then ITBP, then DSF, and then CRPF.
Why CRBF is your last preference?
Sir, considering the work-life balance and the uh, the engagements with people, I have chosen CRPF as last option because on this parameter, CRPF comes last in my opinion. Sir. And also, this is just a matter of preference because if I would get CRPF, I would really get that post.
What are the social challenges faced by Beed district nowadays?
So, considering the agricultural and water scarcity problems, these problems have created social illnesses like feticide is there, female feticide, then dowry, and farmer suicides are there. So,
Okay. So you have mentioned here Aurangabad. Okay.
yes.
Now it is Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
Yes.
What is your opinion of renaming about cities and all that?
So, if there is a popular political and people's demand, then there should be the change of name. And if there is no such demand, then there should not be the change of names.
Okay. So renaming of Aurangabad city as a Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar was popular demand by people or any other reason behind it?
So there was some sections of people that were demanding the name should be changed. And after the name has been changed, there have been no such violence or anything riots like situation. Then we can consider that as there was popular demand. Sir.
Okay. So Omkar, there is debate about recruitment of IPS officers at higher rank in CAPF. What is your opinion about that?
So considering the reports and the committee's determination that there should not be the director generals of IPS, and the system should be like the CAPF commandants should be given that role, sir, because they are very much aware of the organization and they have worked in that organization. Sir.
Okay. So you have completed your graduation and post-graduation in a pol science. Okay. So being a pol science student, do you think that politics in case of Maharashtra, it is without values and morals?
No, sir. Speaking in a holistic purpose, holistic approach, I would consider that it is without morals and values. But some points, like in recent past, the political instability in Maharashtra and also the splits in parties, you can see that there has been decrease in those.
Okay. What is solution for it, or being a pol science student, what solution you will provide for ethical politics?
Sir, the ethical politics considered, the solution lies at the voters. Like voters should recognize that should they give votes to the candidates which have chosen other parties like this.
Do you think that 52nd amendment, it is about defection and all that, it is want to work now, or we should move ahead of 57th Amendment Act?
Sir, there have been recent scenarios like in Maharashtra splits are there that have created a debate whether should we amend the anti-defection law or not. So, in my opinion, there should be some amendments like the presiding officer, which has been a speaker, that duty should be given to president with the recommendation of Election Commission of India. And also, if the speaker is doing that work, the time limit should be fixed, like within days, within 10 days or something like this.
Okay. So tell us something about Assam Rifle.
So Assam Rifle is the oldest paramilitary force in India, sir. It was created in 1839, and also it is working in the areas of northeast and India-Myanmar borders.
Okay, fine. Omkar.
Yes.
You are from Beed district.
Yes.
What is Beed famous for?
Beed is famous for custard apples, which have got GI tag, and also I would consider Kala Masala that Beed is famous for.
Beed is also famous, or we can say negatively famous for less sex ratio
Yes, ma'am.
since last many years.
Yes.
Why sex ratio of Beed is so less consecutively?
Ma'am, the social prestige attached to the male, male boy, and also the ingrained patriarchy in my district. That are some of the reasons behind female side.
Okay. Can you tell us about your family background in short?
My father is a private teacher, and my mother is a housewife and also works in agriculture.
And how many siblings do you have?
I have three siblings, and I'm myself. Three sisters I have.
And you are the only son in the family?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And your father is currently working or retired?
Yes, ma'am. He is working.
Working. Where? In which school?
In JP school.
Jilla Parishad.
Jilla.
And what was your medium till your 10th standard?
Ma'am, it was semi-English school.
Semi-English.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think, according to you, what should be the medium of primary education?
Ma'am, considering the primary education, it should be in mother tongue. Like the cognitive abilities of children are considered, it should be in mother tongue. But also the focus of higher education should be on both the mother tongue as well as the English. Because English is, in the speaking of global perspective, English is important.
Okay. How will you measure contribution of a teacher, especially in your life?
Many teachers have developed the quality that I am having right now are like the teachers have given me. There was in my school and also in my college.
Okay. What do you know about new education policy of India?
When it was introduced in 2020, and it is for the rationalization and cognitive abilities, developing cognitive abilities of the students.
Okay. You also mentioned that your university is Marathwada University.
Yes.
What is the exact meaning of word Marathwada?
It was named during the era of Nizams, where it was named that Marathi-speaking people that is called Marathwada.
Okay. And why did you choose political science as your graduation subject?
Because after 12th, I was seeing some news and all this, and then I thought that political science appeals me more, and it was a personal choice.
And according to you, what is politics then?
Politics is where two people interact. Everywhere we can see politics. Like if there is decision making, there is policy making, then politics come into picture.
Okay. Are you interested in politics?
Yes, ma'am. I am interested in politics.
Okay. And what is your take on the reservation policy to women, especially in parliament?
Yes, I am fully support to that decision. I am giving 33% reservation to the woman, and also the reservation that is given in panchayats. I am fully supporting that.
Have you voted in recent Lok Sabha elections?
Yes, ma'am. I have voted.
You have voted in?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You also said that you will not be able to balance your work and your personal life if you will join CRPF. Why is it so?
Not like that, ma'am. I will be more able to balance work and life in CISF. That's why I am given the preference CRPF as my last preference.
Okay, and what if you get CRPF?
I will surely try to maintain that balance and also the people's engagement and other activities like stress management techniques and meditation. I will do that to maintain that balance.
And how do you currently manage your stress in your daily life?
I am doing currently meditation since last 1 year.
Okay. You have also mentioned that you had secured first rank in district level essay competition.
Yes.
What was the topic of that essay?
It was the famous. It was like, what is your favorite book? And that was my book of Sane.
Okay. Swimming is also your hobby.
Yes.
One of your hobby.
Yes.
Where do you generally swim?
I swim in Whale. The swimming abilities I have developed are like in nascent stage. That was just 2 years back now.
And do you have experience of swimming in a river?
No, ma'am, I have
Not till date.
Not till date.
What is the difference between swimming in a well or in a river?
Ma'am, in a river there is a flow of current, which is more intense, and and considered in whale, it is quite easy to swim.
Okay, and who is your favorite swimmer other than Michael Phelps?
Other than Michael Phelps, I would consider Erande as my favorite.
Any lady swimmer?
Aarti Saha, the one who has.
What was her contribution as a swimmer?
She has swum like she was the first woman to swim English Channel.
Okay, can you tell us about the exact measurements of a swimming tank?
So it differs, ma'am. Like if you are swimming in 50 meters, then there are differences. Ma'am. I don't know the exact measurements.
Okay, fine. So, what are the security challenges over the Punjab borders right now?
So the main issue the Punjab is facing is drug trafficking, the trafficking through the borders areas.
So recently there has been news that the BSF territorial jurisdiction has been increased over these areas. Do you know the reasons behind that?
Sir, it was to create uniformity in the operations of BSF and also to give them the powers of search and warrant in the administration of those areas. So this way.
So you have done your graduation in political science.
Yes.
Right. Can you tell us the definition of a state?
Sir, state is a political attribute where the four political entity where four attributes are most important: the population, the government, and the sovereignty, and these are some attributes.
Now, how will you define the term police state?
Police state is one where there is more militarization of societies. I would consider that as police state.
Are you familiar with the justice theory of Rawls?
Yes, sir, I am familiar with
Can you elaborate on
Sir, Rawls' theory of justice revolves around the affirmative action and reservation policies, like for the upliftment of the downward sections. It is around social justice.
and how does he define the veil of ignorance in that context?
Sir, veil of ignorance is defined by Rawls. When he is experimenting, then he considers that you are under you don't know the exact positions of your in society. That is considered veil of ignorance.
Okay. In US political context and in Indian political context, we see same terms but different connotations. Like in US, we use the term like liberty more often, and in Indian context, we use the word freedom. Do you think these both are similar, or is there any difference between this?
Sir, in political context, they are used interchangeably, but the freedom has more connotations. Like it is more comprehensive, comparable with liberty, and liberty has liberty comes from the libertarian perspective of freedom. Sir.
Are there any positive and negative rights in the Indian context, in Indian political scenario, as per the Constitution of India?
Sir, negative rights are fundamental rights which restrict the powers of state and gives powers to the citizens, whereas positive rights are developmental rights like the DPSPs.
Okay. Do you read newspaper?
Yes, sir, I do.
So there is often the term that there should be a modernization of security forces.
Yes.
What do we actually mean by that?
Some modernization of security forces revolves around the use of new technologies, emerging technologies, and also the baggage, also the personal problems should be solved.
Can you name some emerging technologies in this context?
So there is AI and data analytics that are some of the emerging technologies, and also in defense sector there is UAVs.
What is your opinion about the usefulness of drone technology?
Sir, it is useful for armed forces, and also there are negative uses of it by at the Punjab border where there has been drug trafficking and also the weapon trafficking by militants. But it should be used more holistically, more in armed forces.
Okay. Have you heard the term ceasefire?
Yes, sir, I have heard of it.
What is the meaning of this particular term?
Ceasefire is when there is agreement or something like that between two countries or two groups where there is no fire between, like the agreement of not firing upon each other.
Okay. Are you familiar with the term cyber kidnapping?
No, sorry, sir, I am not aware of that.
Okay.
I should read about it, sir.
So you have also mentioned your interest are in essay,
Yes.
right? So tell me that why there is a need for an essay writing? Why this style has developed?
Sir, essay gives you freedom to write the whatever thoughts you are coming in a coherent way, where there is a balance of opinions. Like you are putting negative opinions also and positive opinions around any topics, and that I think that helps in developing overall personality of a man.
Okay. So you have also mentioned your interest are in running.
Yes.
So what are some events that are played in running at Olympics? Can you name some events?
So there is 100 meters, there is 400 meters, and there are relay races also.
So how does meditation helps you personally? Can you share some experience?
So it helps me to reduce my stress and also mental well-being per se. And in doing my daily activities, I am helpful of the meditations.
Okay. Omkar,
Yes.
is there any gender issues in case of CAPF?
Sir, the gender issues per se are the lower percentage of women in the armed forces. That is the major gender issues.
What should we do for it to increase the percentage of women in case of CAPF?
Sir, increase reservation and also the policy of employing women in the non-combatant roles is important, sir.
Okay. So, all right, Omkar. All the best for your very bright future.
Thank you, sir.
You may go now.
Thank you, sir.